Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious, thoughtful people. This is not for the lollipops and rainbow crowd. And I know a lot of people love tarot because of that fact. Oh, tell us this, tell us this. What I do, as you can see on your screen, you got 4 tarot cards, 1 card in the middle. I call it the Oracle card. It sets the mood for the reading. I take those 4 cards, keep it simple, keep it direct, because I don't want you to get confused. I don't want you to get distracted. I don't want you to have more information than is digestible. Very often, when it comes to readings, whether it's tarot, numerology, astrology, the reader will throw in all kinds of jargon, in particular to the vehicle they're using, tarot, astrology, numerology. The problem is that gets in the way of communicating. You want it simple, you want it direct, you want it honest. 4 cards with the Oracle card in the middle gives us a frequency. So at the time you're reading this or listening to it, preferably, I want you to use your imagination. So that's why all you're going to get is 4 cards. You're not going to get any other distraction, visual distraction. All that does is take you away from focusing on what the message is. Close your eyes. Go get a cup of coffee or tea. Make a sandwich, whatever. The key is to listen. It's like sitting around a campfire. There's something special about it. I think that is almost genetic. Our ancestors, I suspect, for a long, long time, gathered around a campfire. It was warm, it gave light, it gave security, and a good story. Ooh, what a combination. Nice stuff. So that's really what I want to do. And sometimes I miss the target as well. To be perfectly honest, I get carried away and I make the mistake that I accuse others of. But my goal is to focus your attention. You have kryptonite. It is the kryptonite that will fend off the robots, the robotic revolution. That's here already for all intents and purposes. And that kryptonite is your ability to manifest, your ability on your own to create pictures, to create scenes, to create movies in your own head. I don't want you to go to AI. I don't want you to go to the computer or desktop, smartphone, any of that crap. That's artificial thinking. You have a special capacity that we still cannot replicate. Robots, for all of their abilities, are not prescient. They are not self-aware. You are. And the fact of the matter is you have been doing manifesting all of your life. And you think to yourself when I say, hey, you're full of shit, I haven't done it, I'm trying to learn how to do it. No, you do it all the time. But we do it negatively. I don't want this, I don't want this person, I don't want this. And most of the time, what you don't want, you get. Because you're manifesting that. You're using the exact same technique that you need to do to manifest stuff, but in a negative way. So the goal is to give you a firm basis, a firm foundation in the energy of the moment, and then refine it by giving you the tarot energy of the reading. The reading is like a laser beam. Really focuses you. It will resonate with virtually everyone listening to the reading, but not all. That's perfectly fine. We're not the same. We're not going to resonate to the same frequency in the same way. It's like your family. If you have brothers and sisters, how come you guys aren't all the same? You're not. You're very different. Well, that's the way it is with frequencies, and that's what this reading is all about. In fact, After doing tarot for over 20 years, tarot is the science of potential. It doesn't predict anything. In fact, neither does numerology or astrology. Numerology and astrology, and I've done those for over 50 years, they're the science of cycles. Cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles. That's where it gets tough. Because there's just too many things to pay attention to when you get to numerology and astrology, especially astrology. There's so many parts and pieces to it that to get somebody to distill that into a really tightly focused idea is almost impossible. Well, the moon's over here, they're doing that, and it's squaring Uranus over here, and of course that's trining Saturn over here, but it's in the third house, the fifth house, the sixth house, and we got the... It's like, geez, sort it out for me. I don't want you to read me a litany and then me have to, like a puzzle, assemble the pieces. That ain't going to happen. So, I use astrology and numerology when it will enhance the tarot read. The tarot read, 4 cards of frequency. That is really focused by the card in the middle, the oracle card. But there are times when going to astrology and numerology, the cycle of cycles of cycles, I can distill them and create an image, create a feeling that helps you understand what we are going through. Now you take that idea and apply it to the tarot reading, and you got something that's like a laser beam. And that's my point. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here just to impress you with my clairvoyance or my knowledge of astrology or tarot. I'm here to communicate with you. I want you to manifest. That's the kryptonite, as I said. So today we have a card in the middle, the oracle card that says change in the wind. Wow. Change in the wind. Right now, you are finding yourself, along with most of us, in the eye of a tornado. Literally and figuratively, by the way. With all the cloud seeding and chemtrailing and stuff like that. Weird weather's coming up all over. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it since the 1940s. Okay. So, literally and figuratively, we are in the eye of a tornado. And right about now, being in the eye of a storm, it's quiet there. You've just come through one side and just had the hell beaten out of you. Now you're in the middle. It's kind of quiet, but you're going to have to come out the other side. That's where we are. Right now, not that problems have gone away, not that things have gotten less difficult, but it's kind of quiet. We're in the eye of the tornado. We got to come out the other side. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. So that's the energy. Don't be fooled into thinking the issue is resolved. It's far from resolved. It's setting up for a cataclysmic ass-kicking round 2. Okay? That's what the energy is saying. Now, the meme for today that kind of supports this a little bit is it's really kind of directed. It says, if you're not careful, you're going to end up living the illusions others have created for you. And that's the problem. It's exactly what we have done. There has been an artificial world develop as you study history deeper, and you see that there's been all kinds of shit happening behind the scenes that we were never aware of, and if we became aware, they lied to us and said, oh, conspiracy theory. By the way, that concept, conspiracy theory, was developed by the CIA in the 60s to put down black people revolting and to put down hippies from doing whatever the hell hippies did. CIA made it up and been selling it like a crazy person ever since. If it doesn't go with the narrative of the people in power, if that goes against their purposes, oh, it's conspiracy theory. Bullshit. I've been doing the conspiracy theory thing since 9/11. And you know what? My batting average is 1,000%. I haven't missed. There's some little details in terms of how things are going to be done, but the basic idea, right on top of it. So if you're not careful, you can be living the illusions others have created for you. That's why now we find ourselves in the eye of a storm. We've made it to this point. It seems kind of quiet. Looks like things may be getting handled. But wait. Said that I would go to astrology where I thought it was helpful. Here's something I came up with. Let's begin in the year 1492. That's where we know that Columbus came here from Spain to conquer the New World. Whatever they told you about whatever Columbus was doing, he was a mean, rotten bastard who was brutal to the people here in the Western world. Right from day one, he was here to conquer. 1492. Now, every 500 years, the planet Pluto and Neptune touch. They come together. It's called a conjunction. In 992, 500 years before Columbus, the Holy Roman Empire began to develop a connection with the Byzantine Empire. The East and the West began to unite. That literally was a new world order about 1000 AD. 992. 1492, Columbus conquers the New World. 1992, George H.W. Bush announces the New World Order, a move toward a tech-dominated world, among other things. So you see, every 500 years when Pluto and Neptune come together and touch, 992, the Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire join together. 1492, Columbus invades North America, South America, Central America to take it over. 1992, George Bush says, hey, guess what? It's going to be robots that are taking over. That's the energy. That's the eye of the tornado we're in. Let's get a little more definition here on that frequency. Go all the way to the left. We got the Page of Pentacles. Pages always, always, always change the storyline. You think you're headed in one direction, and then you find out, whoa, we're going in an entirely different way, a different thing. It's like a mystery. You know, you think the maid did it, and you come to find out it was the butler, and you go, well, geez, it's that kind of a thing. And so the Page of Pentacles says we are about to have an opportunity to change our values, to adjust our value system. If it's just going to be things over people, we're screwed. Our choice. But we value things. We do not value people. And you see that right across the board. Alrighty? So the Page of Pentacles says, hey, you're going to have a chance to change it. It should be easy to do, although a little unpleasant. The next card is the Three of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas, beliefs. Three of Swords in the shield, stabbing the heart. That's exactly what's been happening. And that's been really the big obstacle for a lot of people. Realizing that they've been shit on. They've been lied to. They've been taken advantage of. They've been abused. That is painful for a lot of people. When I first became aware of that possibility, it was a little unsettling for me, but I've kind of just worked my way through it and kept working and kept working and kept working, wanting to follow the truth, get the facts, and then form my own conclusion. That helped, but believe me, I've had those days where I felt exactly stabbed in the heart as well. Mark Twain said it's easier to fool somebody than it is to convince them they have been fooled. This is what's happening right now. This is why so many people are going crazy, because they just are on overload. They cannot believe you screwed me intentionally. That's why there's a change in the wind. That's why in the middle of the eyes of a tornado right now, it's quiet. It looks like something could be done, something could be accomplished, but believe me, the empire is about to return big time. So, what do? Well, as part of your realization that you've been cheated, lied to, abused, misused, rather than simply feeling hurt, go back in time. Nine of Cups. Cups are emotional connection. Go back to a 9. Think of the past. Think about, maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's an idea. A time that you gained comfort, you gained solace, you gained emotional security. Use that as kind of a guide, the anchor. You know, it's like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, no place like home. She could have gone anytime she wanted. She didn't know that. Same thing for us. There is a home for each of us. It's not our physical home. It's not our parents necessarily. It's not our siblings. There's a place inside of us that says home. That's what you have to do. Since you now know you got to change your value system, what you think is important or have been brainwashed into thinking is important, you know it's not important anymore. Realizing that has broken your heart. So you're going to have to go back inside, find that happy place, so to speak. And the final card, the Two of Wands. Twos are always decisions. Just like the Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles is, or the Page of Pentacles, it was like, hey, you know, we got to get this new deal. Well, with Two of Wands, it says, I want to find home. E.T. phone home. And that is precisely what he's doing. He's tuning in. He's manifesting what he wants in his life. Is it going to be a perfect life? Hell no. It's not going to be a perfect life. Going to have its ups and downs just like every other. But you can be plugged into a life that means something to you, not some illusion created to control you. You can choose. Remember, tarot is the science of potential. We've seen in the past 992, the Roman Empire, and joining the Byzantine Empire changed the power structure in the world. 1492, Columbus came in here, invaded North, Central, South America, changed the world. 1992, George H.W. Bush said there's a new world order. It will be robots. Didn't say that exactly, but that's what he meant. You know what you're facing. So now we have this eye of tornado. Things appear quiet. They're not going to stay that way. There's a change in the wind. Hopefully it is creating a positive change in you. At least that's the frequency if you wish to plug in. That's the tarot reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao manifested reading. Between now and the next time you and I get together, peace and blessings.